hope you've been having a wonderful, wonderful week. And even if not, that's okay too. Because I'm here, little bunny, and I've got you, and you've got me. So let's start with a hand hug. You know how to do a hand hug. Put your thumb in between your middle and your middle and ring finger, and close your hand into a little fist. It's like you're hugging your thumb with your hand, right? On the count of 3, you are going to squeeze and I'm going to squeeze, and we're going to send each other our love through garden magic. Sound good? 1, 2, 3. Squeeze your palm. Can you feel me? I'm sending you all my love. All my love. Here you go through the hand hug, and you send yours back to me. And I receive you, little bunny. I receive you right now. And I appreciate you. Your love is precious. Your love is a valuable gift. Your love is not to be taken for granted. Your love is to be cherished. And your love is to be enjoyed. I enjoy your love very, very much, little bunny. Release the hand hug, because Daddy's hand is losing blood. Okay, not actually losing blood. Daddy's hand is fully recovered, and everything is going very well here. The theme of the podcast, the topic of the podcast, is such a useful one for you, little bunny. I bet this is going to be very useful, practical for you out in the world. It is how to reject people. And yeah, you're going to be put in these situations. And if I know you, little bunny, my guess, in fact, I know for certain, you don't like rejecting people because you are kind and you maybe are a little bit introverted too. But the reason it can be so hard to reject people when you're kind is that you really don't want to create any kind of negative emotion in other people. Isn't that right? It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I don't ever want to create negative emotion for you. And I know you don't want to create negative emotion for your loved ones, but you are so kind that even when it comes to coworkers and even strangers, you may have trouble rejecting people and saying, nope, sorry, no go. So we're going to fix that, little bunny. And we don't have to do it by making you not kind. I have a magic workaround trick. It's going to be very easy. But we'll weave it in and out because I don't want to feel like I'm doing some kind of lecture, some kind of class about how to reject people. This, to me, is our sacred time. Not sacred, our special, important, what's the word for it? I don't know. This is our time, little bunny, for you and me to appreciate each other, to enjoy each other's company, to have some laughs and some smiles, and for you to just snuggle up. I'm doing the hand hug again. I'm putting you to my chest, and right now, you are on my heartbeat right now, little bunny. I'm sending you love straight from my heart. I'm receiving your love and putting it directly into my heart. I have some decaf coffee tonight. We're going back to decaf coffee for this episode. Let's pour. And let's savor when the time comes. I think it's going to be a really good cup. I think it's going to be very strong. Let's try it. Oh, it's actually put a little too much water in, but it's very delicious. I think a normal person would Say it's a perfect cup. There's a dog in the hallway. Can you hear the dog? This is the guest. Most podcasts have guests, you know. This dog wants to tell you something important. We have to interview the dog. Dog, I hear you. I know that your life is hard right now because you want to go for a walk or you want to be fed more food. And I know you're being rejected right now by your dog mom and dad who say, no, Terry, the dog, you may not go out right now because I am all ready for bed. I've put the cream on my face and I'm in my slippers. Or they're saying, no, Terry the dog, you do not get food because I have to look out for your health. And if you just eat as much food as you want, Terry the dog, then you're going to have to go to the vet. Okay? So, okay, let's say you, little bunny, are the dog mom or dad or in parental figure of any variety of Terry the dog. How do you turn down Terry the dog? When Terry the dog says, hey, bunny, mom, papa, parental figure, why can I not go out to walk right now? Okay? Here's my golden advice. As much as I hate giving advice, this is my advice for how to give rejection. Be completely honest in the easiest way it is to deliver it. So, this is a bit of a bad example because the dog can't hear you, but yeah, the most honest answer is no, Terry, you cannot go out because I'm just too tired and I've already got my creams on my face. And I promise I will take you out for a walk tomorrow. Okay, let's get to real world examples, okay? I'm turning around in my chair, getting back to the desk to the cup of decaf coffee. Here we go. Let's say you have a friend who has invited you to a social gathering you honestly just don't want to go to. And you say, oh, my Daddy Lindy wants me to say, hey, Beth, I don't want to go to your party. I'm not interested. And you say, because Daddy said to be honest. That was only half of it, little bunny. I said, be honest in the easiest way it is to deliver. And I'm going to teach you a magic phrase. You ready? Let me get down to where I wrote it out so I don't say it wrong. Oh no, I didn't even write it. Oh, it's on my phone. I don't know where my phone is. Okay. We're going to freewheel it. This is going to be in print someday. Okay, here we go. Get it right, Daddy. Get it right. Okay. I'm so sorry. I can't. I just don't have the capacity right now. Did you catch the magic word in that? I'll say it right now. See if you can figure out which magic word. I'm so sorry. I can't. I just don't have the capacity right now. Why is this such a magic word, little bunny? You are not interested in going to Beth's picnic because you don't like picnics, because you have a dietary restriction that you feel uncomfortable having to talk about. You are just like, you're super into a book that you're reading and you just don't want to spend that Saturday going into the park you want to go to the park, but you don't want to go to the picnic. Okay. What do you tell Beth? The honest thing is that you don't want to go, but you can say it in the easiest way the most comfy way for you to deliver, which is that, Beth, I don't have the capacity right now. If you, little bunny, don't speak English as a first language, or you don't know the word capacity, it is this catch-all word that is like removed from emotion. It's actually a scientific term. I don't know if it originally is scientific, but it's very common in science. And it's like how much stuff something can handle. Okay, it's like you're reaching the boundaries of what you can contain. So let's take another example. We can just memorize this phrase, little bunny. Let's say your friend, let's not pick on Beth anymore because Beth is amazing and she had a great picnic, and we're so happy that Beth had an awesome picnic on Saturday. Okay, let's say Helen is from a lot of money, and Helen is like, oh my God, you should join us for brunch on Sunday. We're going to go to this place. It's like the best place. And you look it up online. And it is, that's going to be $100. That brunch. And that you can't, for whatever reason, that they're just going to get the big ass check and everyone's going to have had all these mimosas and things and they're dropping all this money on stuff, and that they're just going to put down cards and say it's evenly split. So there's no way you could just go and have half a bagel or something. You might feel uncomfortable, little bunny, saying, Helen, I'm so sorry, I can't afford that. That might feel really shitty for you. But you know what you can say? The honest thing is that you can't afford it. And you can pick the easiest way to say it. Maybe you're like, Daddy, this is such a weird way to say it. I don't have the capacity for brunch on Sunday. Okay, I think it's a great word. It's especially useful with for people who aren't as close of friends, I guess. So let's say you have a coworker who is asking you to do work that is not your job. And they're saying, hey, little bunny, except they don't say little bunny. They say, hey, can you do this task? Can you take on this project? Can you take on this responsibility? And in your head, you are like, no, I cannot. Step one, be honest, okay? Be honest. What is the honest reason? Because it's not your job. Probably the honest reason. And you might feel uncomfortable saying, hey, Derek, that's not my job. Maybe you feel uncomfortable doing that, little bunny. So you can just say, hey, I'm so sorry, Derek. I just don't have the capacity for that task. Right? I don't know. Take this advice or leave it if you don't want. But the key is that we need to get you advocating for yourself and being able to say no. All I care about, little bunny. This is all just one possible useful trick for you. What I really care about is that you have the ability, little bunny, to say no in whatever the comfiest way it is for you to be able to get it out. All right? It's not about softening how other people feel. It's about navigating the truth that you are kind-hearted, and it just so happens that when you're kind, it is harder to turn people down. The reason I say you have to be honest is because you can get yourself into weird, sneaky situations and you're going to feel bad. I have a real example from my life. So, Queen Little Bunny and I were hosting a game night at our place. And we're like inviting people that we know are going to be down for game night. We're inviting former roommates and stuff. And it's like really great. And everyone showed up and was having a great time, except for two of our friends. And these are like some of my most dear friends ever. But was very clear that they actually didn't want to be at this game night. Maybe this like wasn't their crew. They're not into these games. Maybe they were just really busy, and maybe they wanted to get to bed early that night. Maybe, any number of reasons, I don't know. But it was very clear that they just didn't want to be at the game night. And they kind of had to excuse themselves mid-game as it was starting to get late and the game hadn't ended yet. I personally would have rathered that my friend said, "I'm so sorry. I don't want to come to your game night. I'm too tired. I'm too whatever. I have something else." And it'd be nice if that friend has, I won't sell the capacity line anymore. You may say, "Daddy, that's such a nerd word, capacity. I don't have the capacity for your game night." But I would have loved for my friend to say, "I don't have the capacity for the game night." And it's important. Part of being a good friend is having the trust that the other person can tell you no. It's part of being a good friend. I feel like, so those two people, it's husband and wife. I feel like that friendship, if it were just a little bit stronger, is that she could have said, "No, I can't come to your game night." And I would have preferred that, I think that's a sign of a deeper friendship. And the more deeper friendships you can have, the better. Sign of a deeper friendship is the trust that that person is going to be okay if you say, "Sorry, not this time." I'll give you an example where it's very good to be honest, to prevent misunderstandings. So I was at a social dance one time. Hold on one second. Okay. And there was this person that I really loved dancing with. And I guess they use they pronouns, but they were like super fun to dance with. And we had like such a great vibe. And I just came away thinking like, this is like one of my favorite people to dance with. I randomly saw this person at a different dance later, and I was so excited to see them. I was like, "Oh my God, so good to see you." And I go in for a hug, and they're like, "No hugs." And I was like, "Oh shit. Maybe it was all in my head, this dance connection. Maybe this person doesn't like me. Maybe this person is uncomfortable with me. Maybe I summon such negative things in their mind." It is great that she trusted me to say no. And it is unfortunate that she was not fully honest, because I went away thinking that she hates me. Oh, sorry. They. I don't know. I think she uses she, they. So I went away thinking, "Oh my God, she hates me," etc., etc. And then I start conjuring negative associations with this person because I'm feeling defensive. It's like, "Oh yeah, you don't want to get a hug from me. Well, I don't even want a hug from you. I don't even want to dance with you anymore." And then like 3 weeks later or so, when I see them next, they are like, "Oh my God, it's good to see you." And they give me a big hug and a smile and ask me to dance. So this person left it ambiguous when they said no hugs. They should have said, "I'm feeling weird with hugs tonight in general." This person could have just said, "I don't have the capacity for hugs tonight." And that would have been so honest. It would be very clear. Okay. This is a useful episode. I'm ready to be off the clock and enjoy this decaf coffee. Let's take a sip of this. Oh, I do have more. More carrot to feed you. I guess this is carrot. The podcast is your weekly honey carrot. And it's honey because it's delicious. And it's carrot because I just can't help but making your life better, like feeding you your vegetables, because vegetables are good for you, I suppose. So I'm going to feed you carrots. So this is a mostly carrot episode. There was a request from one of your fellow bunnies for me, when I do this topic of rejecting people, how do you do it when you're in a position of leadership? Let's think of work. You're at work in a position of leadership, and people who are reporting to you or who are beneath you, in whatever that means for the company. Did that sound weird? I don't know. I'm working on doing more voices now, trying to, for narration purposes, to get a little bit more voices. Okay. How do you get this person to do what you need them to do? Okay. I'm going to give you two options. Let's say you have a coworker named Jeremy, and you need Jeremy to do something. Jeremy is not doing the thing. You can say, here's option A. Hey, Jeremy, do you think you could get to this task when you have a chance? That's version A. Version B is, hey, Jeremy, I need you to do this task. Which one was more honest, little bunny? Here's number one. Hey, Jeremy, do you think you could get to this task when you have a chance? That's not what you need from Jeremy, is it? That's you just trying to take the easiest way possible to tell this person what you need. But you could just be more honest. Hey, Jeremy, I need you to do this task. Also, I think the dog is going out. Oh my God, you hear that door? Either someone is going for a midnight snack, a midnight 42 a.m. snack. I don't know, we'll see. Hey, Jeremy, I need you to do this task, okay? It's not offensive, and it's very honest, yeah? Here's one if someone is showing up late. If, let's say Jenny is not showing up on time, and the team just can't function if Jenny is not there at 9. Here's option A. You can say, hey, Jenny, it's hard for the team to function if you show up late. It's true, but it's not the most true thing. Here's option B. Hey, Jenny, I need you to be here ready to go at 9 a.m. Because that's your job, little bunny. If you're in a leadership position, that means you need people to do things for you. You just have to be honest and say, I need you to do this. And if someone is like super sneaky and they're like, oh yeah, I'll get to that at some point, you got to stick with them. You say, I need you to do that. Slow down, Daddy. I need you to do this. When is the soonest you can get to it? And you stay in that conversation until they give you a time. They may say like this afternoon, and dig in. It's like, so maybe 2 p.m. Can you do at 2 p.m.? And you get them to do 2 p.m. And then you say the whole thing. You got it. Great. Jeremy, I need you to do this task at 2 p.m. today. Got it? Or like, are we good or whatever? Pick your own flourish at the end. Okay, little bunny, I hope that was useful. I think I am off the clock, and boom, call it. Now I just get to hang out. I'm literally moving to put my feet up. Taking off my shoes, which are actually slippers. And I'm putting my... Oh, God. That hurts my back. Okay, putting my feet up. Sometimes you got to sit with good posture. I'm working on my posture, little bunny. My posture is part of my trying to level up my visual component, little bunny. So in my workout class today, I went hard. I did not pick the easy route to just survive through the 45 minutes. I was like, we're going to push it. We're going to push it. And I did some clothing shopping today, little bunny. And I have to return the items because they didn't work for me. So I need you, little bunny, as someone in a position of quasi-authority right now. I need you to help design my new look. This is not necessarily a look for TikTok content. Hold on. Okay. This is what might you imagine if you happen to see me walk down the street and you just like know it's me. There's some kind of glimmer in the air. There's some kind of sense that you have, some little bunny sense. And you're like, oh my God, that is Daddy Lindy. I know it. I'm certain. And you just do it from visual. Okay. Maybe you know what my hair looks like, but you probably don't even know what my hands look like. But imagine, forget any kind of clothes. Let's say you know I'm not wearing anything in TikTok. I need you to tell me, little bunny, what clothes to buy. It's the most honest thing. I need you to tell me what clothes to buy, little bunny. Because I want to level up my wardrobe, level up the whole visual component of my life as I elevate and elevate and elevate to greater and greater things. So I was going with this all black look, and I have what's called a mock neck shirt. It's kind of like a mix between a turtleneck and a t-shirt. I'm wearing one right now that I ordered off the internet. And it's pretty cool, actually. Because you mix it with some kind of necklace. And I've got a pendant coming on the way with a Japanese phrase that I designed. So I've got this mock neck and this pendant. And I'm trying to figure out the other stuff. I bought some kind of like experimental jeans, I would say, and like this interesting black blazer. So I'm like in this all black thing. I'm looking in the mirror, and maybe all black can work, but something didn't work right. Something didn't work right with this black blazer that I had and these like experimental black jeans. So I need you, little bunny, to give me a makeover. You can email me, lindy@lindysgarden.com or daddy@lindysgarden.com. And the neighbor is coming back. I hear voices in the hallway. I don't ever want to do an interview on the podcast. That'd be interesting. I've done spicy interviews before, and they were a smash hit. When I was practicing doing more of this talking into a microphone thing, I went to some spicy events of even the most spicy variety, and I had, oh my God, there's a recent core memory. You know, like core memories are supposed to be these things that shape you. Oh man, I can't tell you the core memory. Can I tell you? Oh, some other time, little bunny. But positive memories of going to these spicy parties and bringing like a microphone set up, and I have 2 pairs of headphones. I have this big ass microphone, and I give my other participant this like tiny little microphone to hold up. Super great power dynamic. And so we just have a conversation back and forth. And it could be a really great podcast, but I don't want to lose this special time of you and me. That might be something additional in the future. Something plus, not instead of. What were we saying? Okay, yeah, you can email me because I need you, little bunny, to do my makeover. Because clearly I failed. I spent a lot of capacity today going to the store in Soho is the neighborhood, and the trains are like super backed up, and it's a shit show. the different stations. And then I spent like forever at the store because the stuff that I thought I was going to get don't fit. And then spent like an hour at the store, and it's like, shit, this is no good. And then I come home and I'm like, this isn't it. This wardrobe ain't it, little bunny. How do you imagine me? Oh, I have my favorite piece of clothing, this white jacket that I have. This one you know very well. I do feel this one is very me. But what we need to convey with the new outfit is more of a sense of authority, actually. More power, more authority. Because it's going to be needed. I know I already have plenty of things going for me with power and authority. But I need the fashion. The power and authority fashion that fits my personality. Sound good, little bunny? Let's have some more of this coffee. Oh man, something else. Some more inspiration that kind of has to go with. That also goes with my posture. Queen Little Bunny and I saw what is ranked as the 10th best movie on IMDb. Which is, I guess it's the International Movie Database is what it is, or something, movie database. IMDb is this great website that gives every movie a score. And it's an aggregate score of, I guess it's users primarily, but I think it also does critics as well. But the scores tend to be very good, like insightful. So the number 10th movie, best movie of all time, according to IMDb, is a Western called The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I have to be honest, it was kind of bad. It was not good. Apparently, we accidentally rented the extended version, which, my God, it was already way too long. I know that was the way of movies back then, but I don't know. There was a lot that was wrong with it. What a horrible soundtrack, I have to admit. Iconic, but horrible. Just atrocious soundtrack. Because it didn't fit the movie. The soundtrack did not serve the movie Little Bunny. It sounded beautiful on its own, sounded interesting on its own, great. But it did not serve the movie. Okay. But the character who is the good in this movie, he is just never panicking. He's put in all kinds of life and death situations, and he just does not panic ever. And I realized, as I was spending time with family last week, I realized that a lot of people in my family, a lot of my family members, tend to have this like panicky energy about everything. Like everything has to be a panic moment. I would love to be someone who never panics. So I want to channel that energy, little bunny. I want to be someone who is just so sturdy like a tree, like a super hot, sexy tree, wearing fashionable clothing picked by his little bunnies. I want to be a sturdy tree that is always there, that you can always lean against, that you know that no one could ever topple. And if someone comes at me with a chainsaw, little bunny, someone comes at tree me with a chainsaw, you know what's going to happen? They are going to find out that this tree cannot be cut down, because this is a magic tree. Maybe instead of spirit animals, like my spirit animal, it's just a tree. I'm down for it. I'd love to give you some shade. Something is so marvelous about shade. That's why Beth's picnic was so good, because it was in the shade. I don't know. Trying to bring it full circle. That's the poetic way to do things, right? Callbacks. Something really good about a story that you can call back something from the beginning, from earlier on. Daddy Lindy the tree. I don't know, what do you think? Yay or nay? I need you for this, little bunny. I need you to voice all of your thoughts to me. This is part of the trust that I need with you, little bunny. Okay? I always want to get better. Always want to do better and better and better at the podcast. And the best way for me to know is for you to give me feedback, for me to understand what it is that you like about me, what it is that you appreciate, what it is that's rare. Because I seem to be quite a rare person. Would you describe me as rare, little bunny? Yes. Mm-hmm. I would love to understand everything that I am to you, so that I can be better for you. And I get joy out of it too. I love getting better at things. I love improving and improving and improving, getting better and better and better. So you can help. I need you to just dump your thoughts into an email to me. Okay? As like a kind of feedback. Yeah, a tiny bit more coffee, and then I think we're going to wrap it up. I guess I'll end with the most honest thing I can say to you, little bunny, which is that I am so glad I have you. Yes, you, specifically you. Yes, you, little bunny. Not any of your fellow bunnies. You. I am so glad to have you, and I'm even tearing up slightly in a non-panicky way. The most unpanicked tears. I am so glad to have you specifically. It's the most honest thing I can say right now. All right. I guess I'm going to get to bed, little bunny. I will wake up tomorrow morning. I'll come over here, and as I do for you every week, except the one week where you wrote me poems, I think that was number 50 or 100 or something. That was number 50. I will write you a poem and send you on for the rest of your week. Deal? What is the deal? I don't know. I love you. I'll talk to you in just a moment. Good night. Good morning, little bunny. I slept very well. Thank you for asking. Can you hear the construction sounds? That's my good morning. I have a poem for you. It goes like this. You are the boss of your life. You have every right to decline. You're just reaching your capacity. You are not being unkind. Have a great... Can you hear these sounds? Okay. Have a great week, little bunny.